noise in my ear.
Alright guys, welcome back to a series of unfortunate events, the PS2 version. The Game Boy version seems to be a little bit longer than this, from what I can tell. Oh, hold on. Because we got 25 of these by now. Hold on. Okay, so when we get back in the house, there's a thing, there's that lamp. We gotta fuck with that lamp. This lady has no idea.
This is one crazy edge maze.
You know, crazy is a rude word.
Ow!
I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, like specifically on the channel, about you know how people feel that the word retard is like very offensive, and like you shouldn't use that word. It's super offensive, and like it hurts people's feelings. And like, of course, you know my take on that is that doesn't matter, because no matter what we make the word, like no matter what word you start to use for people who are mentally handicapped, because you can call somebody mentally handicapped, and that's like what you would say like is the proper definition for it. All right. But I could just call you mentally handicapped, and it's equally as offensive. Like it's equally as rude. Like to call you mentally handicapped versus like calling you retarded. It's like mental retardation is a thing. That's what it's called. It's like, well, you shouldn't call people that because it's mean. It's to who? Who is it mean to? Is it mean to the handicapped people? Like, is that what you're telling me? Like, it's mean to them and they don't like it. Well, that can be said about almost any goddamn thing.
That should do it.
It's like when you add a word, when you give a name to anyone's condition, they're not going to be happy about it. Like, they're just not. They're never going to be happy about it. Because, like, you're more or less, like, drawing attention to, do I want to go where you, can I make that jump? I guess I can try. I can't make that jump. All right. Like, you're drawing attention to something that's wrong with them. And no one likes that. Like, you know, the same basic principle goes for, like, you know, I would say the same basic principle goes for vitiligo. But, you know, vitiligo doesn't, like, come off as, like, this, like, terrible disease. But you can take things like, what? HIV, AIDS, herpes, whatever. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's still, like a condition that you got from, you know, unprotected sex. Like, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's still bad. It's still considered, like, not the good. Like,
do you know who Fred Dotson is?
No.
Fred the Dotson.
No, I don't.
Apparently he's a rapper.
How long has he been rapping?
I don't know, but he's 35 years old, so you do the
Not
math
long.
on that. Well, he's not rapping anymore.
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
This place is crawling with henchmen.
How'd he die?
He died from that thing.
Oh. Where's he from?
I'm gonna click on the thing and find out. He was a Bronx rapper.
Well, that's name.
His real name was Frederick Thomas.
Okay. So he isn't related to me.
He had 2 children and a wife.
Oh, is he white or black?
He's black.
Did y'all know that Marilyn Monroe used to live in Compton, California?
I did not.
During the time of, you know, clearly her being a young adult female. She also was apparently sexually abused almost regularly as a young child. But at this day and age, who the hell is it? You know what I mean? It's not this day and age. It was in like the 40s, so like the super 19 earlies. Yeah, that's what I called it, the 19 earlies.
The 19 or loose?
Yeah, I just because I recently listened to like this video that basically says like, oh yeah, apparently Marilyn Monroe was like the nastiest bitch you ever want to like come across, and they don't mean that in like the ooh she's nasty kind of way. They mean that in the she would get done eating her food and then just scrape the food onto the bed and then cover it with the sheets. Kind of nasty. So in other words, the worst
That one
kind.
almost got away.
Yeah, so apparently she was just a disgusting person. Like, and the thing, and the logic, stands that like, well, yeah, she was gross because she was abused, and she kind of was. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I think she said she got. I think I read she said she got married age either 15 or 16 to a dude who was like
We got all the
26.
snakes. Let's head through that door.
Nothing's getting any better.
And it's like her mom was diagnosed with schizophrenia, with a paranoid schizophrenia, and she ended up going into a loony bin. That's the word I chose to use. Go fuck yourself. Hold on, plot.
Look at all those toads. Klaus, you'll have to deal with them.
You afraid of rats and frogs? I saw my first spider and my first frog of the year, of the summer, like yesterday.
How does it feel?
I like frogs. I don't want to touch them, but I do like them. I think they're kind of. Like,
So you don't want to touch them. Do you want them to touch you?
no.
Hey, what's the hurry? You're not worried about your Uncle Monty?
Nice.
Relax, stay here. Let me play you a song.
We have a bag of snakes.
Oh no.
That's not something you say.
We've got to recapture them.
Just let it be.
Are you telling me I have to like capture them? I was about to say, in order? What the hell?
Ouch!
Oh, you hurt me.
Hey!
This is a weird little boss fight, but I'm with it. Ah, okay, you can hurt me from up there because you're a bastard, man.
Bastard, man. It's a little harsh, bud.
All my Always Sunny fans, y'all know what's up.
This woman says that she is not putting unnecessary miles on her vagina, be it toy or dildo.
That's not a bad idea.
Imagine wearing your pussy out for dick that ain't even real. Crying emoji, crying emoji.
You know what? I understand where she's coming from, but to each their own. And she also sounds like the type of person that would be very quick to catch an STD because like she ain't had any in a minute, and she would much rather like get some from whoever is willing to offer it rather than to like just become the master of her own base and to play with her own squishy. Like you have to get super close to those, like as you can clearly see. Dude, I'm so gonna like bop you with my super bopper. Super bopper, super bopper. More fun than not bopping a guy. Gotcha. I hit this grown adult male in the butt.
Grown adult male.
Yeah, it will. I ain't gonna see you
That must be
ever
the key we
again.
need to open
You're
the
dumb
gate.
and you smell like cheese. What kind of cheese is the question?
Limburg.
So do I want to go this way or that way? Ah, I want the key, clearly. You have found Uncle Monty's key. You can use it to flee.
Do you want more continuity errors?
My hell yeah, I want more. Wait, hold on. I mean, I do, but I'm gonna have to get a cutscene.
The
Y'all gonna make me get a
reptile room
divorce.
was filled with the many strange creatures Dr. Montgomery had collected from around the world. There was the fidgety boa, who likes game shows, maraschino cherries, and nothing else. The septilingual tree frog, which can say hello in 7 different languages. Namaste. And one creature that was exceptionally strange.
It was the
Uncle
blackest frog
Monty
I've never heard
discovered
in my
this
life.
snake in Tanzania. It's called the incredibly deadly viper. He's presenting it to the Herpetological Society next month as a new discovery.
Sonny, no!
Don't worry. According to these notes, it couldn't possibly harm her. The incredibly deadly viper is one of the least dangerous and most friendly creatures in the animal kingdom.
It certainly doesn't look friendly. Klaus, we'd better put these snakes away quickly.
Am I gonna have to actually put the snakes away? I am. So,
Are you
That's
excited?
a job for Violet.
so the thing is, I have to like find. Okay, yeah. This is a video game. Like this is 100% a video game. Like so, I have to put the snakes away, but not all the cages are like easily obtainable. So like I have to
That's where you
find
belong.
ways to get the cages that are indeed out of reach.
Or indeed average.
I'll
Klaus,
take
come
it from here.
Stop being a piece of shit and come here. So yeah, in the movie,
You must be glad to be home.
we find out about the incredibly dangerous viper, the incredibly deadly viper before Stefano shows up. But the thing is, and when we find out about it, Sunny like finds it by accident. Like she finds it, and then Uncle Monty's like, "Oh, don't worry, it couldn't hurt her." So Violet's all
Safe
pissy about it. And she's like, "The incredibly dangerous viper couldn't possibly have hurt her," and he's like, "No, I just named it that to like fuck with the stuffed shirts at the Herpetological Society." And like it's a very major part of the plot later on in the
There you
film. Herpetological.
Herpetological.
And yeah, and so just know that there's gonna be, parts later on that this movie will rustle the movie itself will 100% rustle your jimmies. You might be
Russell
thinking,
Williams.
my jimmies could not possibly be bothered to be rustled. This movie will find them and it will put them in a box. It will just
There you
gently nudge that box until your jimmies are properly rustled. And you're going to be thinking to yourself, wow, my jimmies have not been rustled quite so vigorously in quite some time. These are I got some seriously rustled jimmies.
That's more like it.
Justin Roiland is a very bad influence on you.
Shut up! No, he's not.
Back where you belong.
I was stupid long before Rick and Morty came along.
Yeah.
That's the last.
Oh god.
Now we can do something about Count Olaf.
I mean, but he's not helping either.
No, he's not helping at all.
Uncle Monty is a scientist. If we're gonna convince him
we
to
got
find
plot.
his true identity, we need to show him cold, hard proof.
Russell
What about his
Jimmy.
luggage? Surely there's some evidence among his personal belongings.
It's worth a try. Let's find his guest bedroom.
Doo-doo butt. I got a doo-doo in my butt. And I don't know what to do with the doo-doo in my butt.
I'll take it from here.
Shut it out, I would suppose.
Well, that's the thing, like, that's not... Okay, I'm supposed to go fuck with this over here. Okay, so you don't... No. Yes. So you don't need to find these to get all the secret files? Like, you don't? I think that's upstairs. So I have to have 75 to get the last one.
How many do you have to get to Russell with Jimmy?
Shut up.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure that one's upstairs, but I don't know for sure. Like, nothing in this room seems like... I honestly, like, they changed the game enough to the point where I didn't, where it's not exactly how I expected it to be. Gotta go in the hallway. Creeping through the hallway, planning it all day. Therapist texting my phone. I don't need to meet her, I gotta hear it, believe it. I will hide in the phone.
I'd rather you not.
I will slide in the home with a knife.
Start sucking the shit out of his wife.
What was it? I will slide with a knife. I was like, some doing it even though it ain't
Stop
right. You can get
spinning.
murdered by night. Better believe it, I get into it like 6'4", slam the door. I don't give a fuck or a damn no more. I live it like an animal, a cannibal, eating meat. Yeah, I know y'all love it when I say I eat meat. But will you love it when I bring the heat? I know you like to take DNA off the black concrete. The hint here was the fact that it was different from all the rest of them. You get it? Because the game's clever.
It sure is.
You goddamn right, boy, that motherfucker, I said, it's alright. That Count Olaf motherfucker, I swear, boy, I'd give him a punch. I'm gonna go there and sort you out.
Let that one marinate.
Fuck it, fine. I'll save. Yes. I'll come over there and sort you out. That's a big Texas size 10-4 there, big good buddy. Figure it out. Like, if this was a normal game, like, what would happen is, like, can we go into the guest room now? We can go into the guest room. Who is this lady?
With the act, you rotten little brats. No
It's a lady
respect
being
for
a lady.
privacy whatsoever.
Who's this bitch?
Lady in the Night.
Who this bitch? Which is like the worst way. Okay, I thought I could possibly like do this in like 10 episodes. I am definitely wrong about that.
Well, not with that kind of attitude.
Oh yeah, like cause the uncle. Can I switch? What the hell? Like, am
Holy
I?
what?
Let us turn
Like,
from
how
this
am I supposed to hurt her
misfortune
then?
and try again.
That's maybe not something you want to say out loud.
It wasn't working. Y'all saw I was doing it. If I can't batter the women, how am I supposed to bake them a cake then?
So I can't gather the women. I like that. It's funny.
Fuck! Like it's doing the same thing again. Oh, I have to be like super far away for the hits to register. Suck my bollocks.
Suck my bullocks.
Suck my deputy director bullet. Like this is like extremely easy. Like I'm not gonna pretend like it's not. Like I just want to point out this lady's being taken down by rotten tomatoes. I mean rotten apples. Raffles, if you might.
I thought you meant the website, and I was like, what?
Rotten Apples has never taken anybody down, but they have tried.
Hey!
Death scene!
Don't tell Olaf. He'll fire me for sure.
Well, first off, he ought to fire you because you basically just gave everything away, you dumb cow. Was that too? Was
That's
that
a little harsh.
sorry.
Mom used to sew all the time.
Herpetological. Watch the profanity.
Watch your profanity.
That's just an odd thing. All of it is very odd. All of it is very odd. Oh, that's where we came in.
Why is it so odd?
Because it is in and of itself
Stefano
odd.
doesn't strike me as the artistic type.
Explain.
Hold on.
We'll need something to get this open.
Explain.
Hold on.
I've got an idea for an invention that will pick that lock. I'll need a paintbrush, a spool, and that pair of tweezers.
Here's the thing, Violet. When you say that pair of tweezers, bitch, you see the tweezers. Go get them. I don't need to... Whatever, dude. Like, you know where they are, and you're like, I need those to do this. You know where they are. Just go get them. Like, I don't have to go get this for you. You know where it is. Be like, okay, Klaus, while you're going and looking for the other stuff, I'll get these tweezers that I can very clearly see with my eyeball vision.
My eyeball vision.
First up, the spool. That'll help turn the chamber inside the lock. Next piece is the paintbrush. It'll allow us to keep the device steady.
It's going to be in the middle. Why it
And
mattered
last,
what part is
tweezers,
beyond me.
to take care of the interior pins. It's fairly simple, but it'll do the
It's
job.
not like it's
I call it
super
the lucky
mad.
lockpick.
She calls it the lucky lockpicker because she's a child. She's 13. No. Yes. I do appreciate the fact that you know that like children are playing this game, and you're like, "Are you sure you don't want to save?" One.
I'll have to
Maybe
follow
you
the pattern
should.
carefully, or else this will never work.
Cause you never know what's gonna happen.
All right, we're gonna get this open and then we're gonna cancel the episode. So it's right, left, down, right, left, down,
I think I'm getting somewhere.
Huh?
This is harder than it looks.
right, down, up. Right, down, up, left. Okay. Right. It's right, down, up, left, right, up. All right. Right, down, up, left.
Keep it up.
Right, down, up, right, down, left, up, down. Yep. Right, down, up, left, down, up. It worked.
Getting
Don't question it.
complicated, but I think I can do it.
I mean, I'm questioning
Down,
it, but
left,
I
down.
don't think it's gonna help.
Oh, down,
How
left.
discouraging.
Oh, it's down, left, down. Okay, down, left, down. My fault. All right, I got it. Oh, we ain't got time for the monkey business.
Because that's exactly what you are time for.
Down, left, down. Because you really only have to remember the new button, and you don't have to wait for it to stop spinning. Down, left, down, up, right. No, down, left, down, up, up, down, up. It's a fucking fatality. Down, left, down, up, right. Down, left, down, up, left. Okay. Down, left, down, up, left, right. Really? Okay. Down, left, down. Up, left, left, down. No. Down, left, down, up, left, left.
Good
up.
job, Klaus.
Done! We got it! I'm so good. Oh. So studio? What the hell is this? Oh.
Powder puff, hand mirror, extra wigs.
I can't tell you how
Full of
happy I am that
mustaches.
I was in the party tonight at all.
This is more than enough evidence. Let's find Uncle Monty and show him right away. He's sure to realize how much danger we're in.
It is absolutely true that had you acted differently in life, there are mistakes that could have been avoided, opportunities that wouldn't have been missed, and yes, even lives that could have been saved. We try not to think about these things, but when tragedy strikes, we can often do nothing else.
I feel I am somewhat responsible for this tragedy. I should have taken it upon myself to warn him that the incredibly deadly viper is one of the most deadly snakes in the world. I should know. I discovered it myself.
I should know.
You what?
Don't be so hard on yourself. Dr. Montgomery was clearly a very reckless and strange man. It was a snake bite that did the job. There's no question about it.
No, that's not true. The incredibly deadly viper couldn't have killed him. It's one of the least deadly and most friendly creatures in the animal kingdom.
Well, I don't
it's
know
what
what
the
you
best.
consider friendly, but in my opinion, poisoning someone is a terribly inconsiderate gesture.
Ha! If there is a truer thing that could be said, I cannot think of it right now. It is often that I must question why I have devoted my vast intellect to the study of these ill-mannered reptiles. They are a thankless bunch and very slimy. In all my years of service, I've never received a single birthday present or a greeting card.
I hate this man. I hate him with all the love in my heart. Like I do. I hate him with so much. Stop, Sonny. You're a child, and you're doing things that children shouldn't. All right, everybody. We're almost at 30 minutes here, and that's a lot of episode. You ought to be lucky. PlayStation shit, small. I can edit. Anyway, if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit the like button. If you super like it, you can subscribe. If you don't like what you see, you can tell me in the comments down below. If your comment is extremely rude, I'm probably just going to either ignore it or delete it. I'll probably just ignore it because I want everybody to see how stupid and mean you are. But until next time, guys, we are out of here. And you please take care of yourselves. It's dangerous out there in the world, and we don't know what the future might bring. So until then, we're out of here. Peace.
Hammer time.